In New Zealand and Australia, farms have developed organically, usually along a gravel track with various sheds for various activities added over the years. In Europe, it's different. Farm buildings are usually arranged around a courtyard or a farmyard. In this house, we've tried to follow the Australian and New Zealand tradition of a casual farm laneway or street. This house is located in the wider Queenstown district, which is in the New Zealand's southernmost Alps, a mountainous area of lakes and rivers. The house is maybe 30 minutes out of town in what's called the Wakatipu Basin. It sits on two glacial terraces. The house's vineyard is on one terrace. The house, with a wonderful aspect down to the Shotover River, is on the lower terrace.
Queenstown and this particular site are, extremely cold in winter with searing heat in summer. So the house has to be designed for all of those seasonal changes. The name for this project is Pouaka Waikura, which means rust sheds, which goes right back to the client's brief of having small, simple built forms referencing their old settler's cottage. The pavilions are laid out more or less parallel with the edge of the terrace and the drop-away views, and are also a nod to the Shotover River, which twists around the view. Each of those pavilions is afforded kind of unique framed kind of views up to Coronet Peak, down to the Shotover River and to the wider landscape beyond.
What we've done is we've threaded a gravel rural farm road through the terrace. It starts off with a guest cottage, and then there's a Port Cashier garage. Going forward, then there's the main house, which is just a single bedroom and main living room. Between the guest cottage and the main house is the outdoor coming together area. And then further on, we go to the maintenance workshop for the mechanics of the family.
This project had a really unique brief in that the clients wanted separate little buildings, and we're happy to be walking from one to the other in the open environment and the elements like you would in a rural farm setting. The movement between the pavilions is as important in this project as the spaces in them. Unlike a traditional home where you move in hallways between spaces, here we move outside from one area to another, and that link with the landscape and the environment is really important. The house is designed for multiple styles of occupation, either just the clients on their own, or with different generations of family joining them in the guest house. The open and closing of those pavilions and the linkages between them allow people to move between them, be together or separate in the different buildings. The individual pavilions also provide a lock up and leave type of living. You can lock that pavilion down, have it unheated and unserviced, and live in the main pavilion very comfortably. The materials for this project were all selected for their honesty, robustness and natural surface treatment. Corten steel panels left to rust naturally, black steel waxed, timber naturally oiled and in situ concrete, all coming together simply with minimalist detailing.
In this region, high alpine region, metal does not rust away. In fact, in the farms around here, you can see old abandoned hay balers and machinery that have been here for decades in a beautiful patinaed rust. So Corten steel is a very good material for this kind of place. Its colour is in with the place too, because the region is famous for its autumn colours and the browns and golds and rust colours of the landscape. In a lot of cultures, you want to have a balance of materials, and metal and fire and water are part of those materials. And here I think the metal of the house will patina with age, like an old trophy cup, just get better and better. Each of the Corten rust-coloured sheds has a core of in situ concrete, just anchoring the building. It's a very common thing in rural buildings to have.
In contrast to the pared back nature and minimalist detailing of the house, the clients have opted to bring in family heirloom pieces from the old cottage together with fun, colourful, eclectic pieces of furniture. Timber cabinetry provides a beautiful spine wall to the rear of the house, linking the living space with the bedroom and providing full height storage and deep window reveals to shutters viewing the rear terrace. The kitchen is created using waxed black steel panels, flushly detailed and arranged randomly in a nod to the exterior Corten panelling. Belgian bluestone has been used to create the bench tops and the wall splashbacks, which is full of small fossils and veining, referencing the fingerprinting and natural patina of the black steel. The dark kitchen tones beautifully frame the large awning window, providing views down to the Shotover River. That dark, calming material, a great contrast to the light-filled spaces of the living area.
I think the house from a distance for me is something that we're really pleased with, because it blends into its bracken and tussock environment and the hues of the landscape, the cladding and the breaking up of the form of the building. When you add it together, it's quite a big house, but each one in itself is just a little cottage.
Embracing patina and the natural aging process of objects in the landscape is a beautiful part of the process, and here these built forms will meld into the landscape over time and become part of it. This project gets better and better with age. The Corten panels are better each time I see it, and the concrete has weathered beautifully. I think this house will be better in 50 years than it is now.